Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew 5:1-12. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you, and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. Brothers and sisters, in today's Gospel, Jesus repeatedly uses the word blessed 8 times. Yet the subjects of each blessing are those whom the world sees as unfortunate. The poor in spirit, those who mourn, the meek, the persecuted. The world tells us that wealth is a blessing, smooth sailing is a blessing, power is a blessing, and receiving praise is a blessing. But Jesus says that those who acknowledge their nothingness, who weep in suffering, who remain gentle under oppression, and who are insulted for the sake of righteousness are blessed. Why? Because the value of the kingdom of heaven lies not in possessing, but in becoming. Being poor in spirit is acknowledging our need for God. Mourning is opening ourselves to God's comfort. Meekness is believing that God's plan is above our own impulses. Hungering and thirsting for righteousness is desiring God's kingdom above all else. We must be clear, Jesus is not praising suffering itself, but is pointing out that when we acknowledge our limitations and weaknesses, we precisely open the door to God's grace. Therefore, Jesus tells us at the end, "Your reward is great in heaven." This is not a distant promise, but a revelation of the ultimate meaning of our lives. So, brothers and sisters, the reward is not a transaction, but the natural result of love. Just as parents rejoice in their child's growth, God also rejoices when we live out the spirit of the Beatitudes, making us more like Him and drawing us closer to the source of His profound love. May God be praised forever.